Hey, Bears News. Fan Report, fam. Picture this, the roar of the Soldier Field crowd, the anticipation thick in the Chicago air, and the hint of a seismic shift in the Bears locker room. Could this be the moment that changes everything for Caleb, Williams, and this franchise? I'm pumped you're here, because today we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing offseason moves in recent memory. General Manager Ryan Poles has been on a mission, rebuilding the trenches to protect our rookie phenom. Yet whispers now suggest he's about to pull off an even bigger coup. We've all heard the chatter, but what if it's more than just rumors? Let's break down the buzz around All-Pro guard Joe Thun potentially joining the Bears and explore why this could be the turning point we've been craving. It all started earlier this offseason when Chicago stunned the league by trading for four-time Super Bowl champion Joe Thun from the Kansas City Chiefs. For a modest 2026 fourth-round draft pick, Poles pulled a masterstroke, landing a proven protector who's been the unsung hero on 3 title teams with the Patriots and another 3 with the Chiefs. But the real shock came when news broke of a fresh extension, 2 years at $17.5 million per season, fully guaranteeing $33.5 million at signing. That's commitment far beyond the standard prove-it deals we usually see from rebuilding clubs. Could this deal simply be Poles hedging his bets, or is it a declaration of intent? Some insiders whisper that Poles isn't stopping at Thun. He's plotting a seismic overhaul of the offensive line that could rival the greatest protection units in recent history. After all, last season, our rookie quarterback faced the most sacks in the league, and the urgency to shield him is palpable. With Thun in the fold, plus center Drew Dalman's 3-year, $42 million pact, and the midseason acquisition of Jonah Jackson, Chicago's interior line is rapidly transforming. But does it add up to Super Bowl-caliber firepower? Imagine Thun snapping into stance between rookie sensation Williams and the heart of Chicago's pass rush. His blend of technique, intelligence, and clutch performance in high-stakes moments has earned him a reputation as a luck charm, a talisman who seems to elevate every quarterback he protects. Remember how he steered Patrick Mahomes to Super Bowl glory in Kansas City, or how Tom Brady leaned on his ironclad presence in New England? Could Thun's aura of excellence rub off on Williams, creating the perfect storm for a deep playoff run? It's an enticing thought. Statistically, Thun has anchored 6 Super Bowl appearances across 9 seasons, winning 4 of them. In the regular season, he grades out in the top percentile against both the blitz and elite pass rushers, showing remarkable consistency. Fans are buzzing. Is it possible that his arrival could reduce Williams' sack count by half? Or that the Bears' rushing attack, already energized by Deonta Foreman and Khalil Herbert, could blossom behind this newfound stability? The potential ripple effects on every facet of Chicago's offense are staggering. But let's pivot for a moment. Beyond the numbers, what does this mean culturally? Bears locker rooms thrive on identity and swagger. Thun brings championship pedigree and a no-nonsense work ethic that could instantly elevate the locker room's mentality. Could this veteran presence galvanize a young squad, instilling a win-now hunger? Some teammates, speaking anonymously, have lauded his leadership in Kansas City, calling him a quiet warrior who leads by example and demands excellence without ego. If these voices are to be believed, the cultural shifts inside Halas Hall could be just as transformative as the on-field upgrades. Of course, skeptics will point to the price tag, over $50 million over the next 3 seasons, and question whether that capital might have funded a dynamic playmaker or bolstered the secondary. But Poles seems adamant. Protect the franchise quarterback first, and everything else will follow. Could this be the strategic blueprint that finally delivers a Lombardi trophy back to Chicago? Only time will tell. But one thing's certain. The Bears' front office has signaled they're all in on this rebuild. As the dust settles on these blockbuster moves, the real excitement lies in what comes next. Will Joe Thun don the navy and orange and become the rock-solid foundation for Caleb Williams' ascent? Or is this just the opening act of a much grander narrative that Poles is crafting behind the scenes? Stay tuned, because in Part 2 we'll unveil the impact this could have on the Bears' offense, dissect the matchups that will define their season, and explore the bold gambles that might turn this team from hopefuls into contenders. But first, let me know. Does the thought of Thun anchoring our line send chills down your spine? Could this be the spark that lights the fuse on a championship run? Share your predictions, because in a moment we'll dive even deeper. Don't miss out. If you're as fired up as I am, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell on Bears News Fan Report right now, because you won't want to blink when we break down what's next for Chicago. Now that we've set the stage, with Joe Thun's historic arrival, let's zoom in on how this could reshape every facet of the Bears' offense. First up, pass protection. With Thun locking down the left guard spot, defensive coordinators will have to rethink their blitz. Packages. Could this force opponents to dial back heavy pressure, leaving Caleb Williams with precious extra seconds to survey the field? Imagine Williams, poised, composed, ushering receivers into routes without the constant threat of a blindside hit. That cumulative time could mean the difference between a broken play and a touchdown strike. Next, attention turns to the ground game. Run blocking has long been a Bears' Achilles heel, but Thun's tunnel vision on drive blocking could reopen lanes for Deonta Foreman and Khalil Herbert. Picture Thun executing combo blocks at the second level, springing Herbert into open space where he can turn the corner on unsuspecting linebackers. Will Poles' investment here translate to a top 10 rushing attack? Some believe a revitalized run game will relieve pressure on Williams, allowing play action to flourish and unlocking explosive shot plays downfield. But let's not overlook the mental edge. Thun's veteran savvy is palpable. He studies film like a surgeon studying an anatomy chart. Could his film room mentorship help Williams read defenses quicker, anticipate stunts before they develop, and adjust protections on the fly? Speculation is rampant. Insiders whisper that Thun has already begun tutoring the rookie on subtle line calls, translating 9 championship seasons of knowledge into bite-sized lessons. If Williams can internalize that guidance, we might see him evolve into a cerebral field commander, not just a raw talent. Beyond X's and O's, the ripple effect extends to team chemistry. When a locker room welcomes a proven winner, confidence becomes contagious. Imagine a scenario where the offensive line, once fractured by rookie growing pains, now gels behind Thun's leadership. Could that unity bleed into the skill positions, boosting wideout Justin Jefferson's separation on double moves or tight end Cole Kmet's blocking assignments? Some teammates have hinted that Thun's presence has already sparked a healthy internal competition, players now practicing with the intensity of playoff summers. That kind of culture shift can propel a team from respectability to contention. Now, let's project forward to come Week 10 in the unforgiving crucible of a midseason showdown against a top-tier pass rush. With Thun entrenched, Williams might dodge the sacks that plagued him as a rookie, preserving his health and arm strength deep into December. And if Chicago's offensive rhythm clicks, suddenly every game script flips in the Bears' favor. They could control the clock, shorten games, and force opposing offenses to press, exactly the recipe for an opportunistic defense hungry for takeaways. Could this be the blueprint for knocking on the door of the NFC Championship? It's tempting to entertain such bold predictions, especially when you consider a fully healthy roster aligned behind a team-first anchor like Thun. Some analysts believe the Bears have the makings of a dark horse playoff squad, capable of upsetting favored opponents on a chilly January afternoon. Others caution that injuries and inexperience could still derail the dream. But here's the burning question. If Poles' gamble pays off, are we witnessing the birth of a new Bears dynasty? So, Bears faithful, where do you stand? Do you believe Joe Thun's championship DNA can galvanize this squad and thrust Chicago back into the Super Bowl conversation? Or is this all hype, And should the front office have channeled these resources elsewhere? I know where my loyalties lie. As a die-hard fan, I'm convinced that adding Thun elevates us from rebuilding hopefuls to legitimate contenders. His track record speaks volumes, and the stakes have never been higher. Let me know your take in the comments. Are you ready to see the Bears O-line dominate Week 1 and beyond? I can't wait to read your thoughts below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, remember to smash that like button, subscribe to Bears News Fan Report, and turn on notifications so you never miss an insider update. We're on the cusp of something special here, and you'll want to be with us every step of the way. Go Bears!